Plaintiff Jason Hughes says after the defendant gave birth to their daughter, her family had doubts about Jason being the father. Jason took a home DNA test, but her family didn't believe the results, so he petitioned the court for another test today. Defendant Crystal Murdoch admits that her family has doubts about Jason fathering her daughter, so she agreed to take a test today to hopefully put those doubts to rest.
All right, you want to give me some background?
Well, Your Honor, me and Crystal been dating since 2006. It's been on and off, a little rocky, but in 2015, she got pregnant with Christian, which is my daughter. And ever since then, her family been telling her how the kid's not mine. It has been a guy besides me during that time, but they blame me, like they want the kids to be his. And I keep telling them I did a DNA test. I paid for it. I went in the store and bought it. It came back, it was mine, but that wasn't good enough for her family. I'm not gonna blame her. It wasn't good enough for her family.
What'd they say?
They telling her it's the other guy, baby.
No, in terms of the test.
Oh, yeah, I could have said that to anybody. I could have did it online. I could have bought it, and
when was that taken?
Oh, in May of 2016.
Okay. All right, and glad you came. That's why we provide this assistance in granting a more sophisticated DNA test because a lot of people don't have faith in the ones at the drugstore. Some say that sometimes there are false positives. So glad you came here and we could help with that, but you can give me a little more background. What has been your relationship since 2015 with the child?
Well, since 2015 when Christian was born, I've been there. Like I say, the first day I held her, I knew she was mine before I did the DNA test, and I've been there ever since.
Okay.
And her family.
You say you've been there ever since. When did folks start questioning whether you were the father? People.
They actually been questioning ever since we did it.
Okay. And what has she said about that?
Well, when her family get in her head...
It's more important what she says as opposed to her family.
Well, when her family get in her head, well, Your Honor, my spouse, she has MS, sir. And like I said, I'm not trying to take nothing away from her. She's a great mother to the kids. It's just that when she let her family get in her head and tell them what they think, it stirs up.
I know you all were married. You're married?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard you say my spouse.
Yeah, I ain't want to say my girlfriend, no, just my baby mama.
Well, if you want to say spouse, then you have to get married.
All right. Well,
otherwise, she is the mother of your child.
Okay, that's better.
And or your girlfriend.
Yes.
All right, let me hear from you. You give me some background. Obviously, you all are still together right now. You're on today.
Yes, sir.
Because you're on and off.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
I care for Jason. I do. Don't get me wrong. But like he said, my mother and my brother them is every time they get in my head, even when I tell them that he's who I want to be with, I love Jason. Because I think he loved me too. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
Why does your family question it?
Because like he said, it was another guy in the relationship in my life. I don't.
What have you thought these 3 years? So you go back and forth thinking whether it's his or not?
No. I'm just here for a DNA test because I really, that's to prove to my mom.
Okay.
And to prove to everybody else.
Okay. You believe the child is his, though?
Yes.
All right, and so do you?
Yes, sir.
Good. Hopefully that's the case, and your family need to stay out your business because they don't know what you're talking about. That's what we're gonna say if the child is his. If the child is not his, I'm gonna tell you, you should listen to your family, girl, from now on. You're married?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard you say my spouse.
Yeah, I ain't want to say my girlfriend, no, just my baby mama.
Well, if you want to say spouse, then you have to get married.
All right. Well,
otherwise, she is the mother of your child.
Okay, that's better.
And or your girlfriend.
Yes.
Plaintiff Jason Hughes says a DNA test proved he fathered the defendant's daughter. but her family still has doubts. So he petitioned the court for another test today.
We're going to see what this family business is going to be like. Because that's who's in question. The family's in question. Whether they are supporters or distractors from your relationship, and whether it's good for you to keep them in your ear, or whether you need to tell them to shut up and mind their own business and get their own man and get their own child.
Yes.
Everybody have children, the ones that's in your ear?
Yes.
All right. Is their husband or the father of their children around?
No.
No.
See that? So they mad because he here.
Yes.
So they want to run yours off because the father of your child is around, the father of their child isn't.
Right.
That could be the case.
That is
or they
the
could
case.
be right. And just know what's better for you and know that you're blinded by love. So we're going to see if you're blinded by love. You're blinded by love, but it's still the same. You are the father.
All right.
Have a good day. Good luck to you guys. Take care.
Well, by the grace of God, we can go ahead and move forward without our family being in our way, and I'm going to continue to take care of my kids like I've been doing.
That's about it.
Plaintiff Beth Marshall says the defendant was her boss, and he was an HR nightmare. Beth claims the defendant stole $12,000 from the corporation, borrowed $10,000 from employees, and had sexually explicit photos on his company phone. Beth is suing him for 3 unpaid loans. Defendant Douglas Ashley admits that while working with Beth, he ran into severe financial issues that he deemed insurmountable. Douglas says he was ultimately fired as a result of his actions, and he deeply regrets what he has done.
Start with you.
I met Scotty as he went by at the time in 2016, and Scotty was my boss. He became an HR nightmare. He stole $12,000 from the corporate credit card for personal food and travel. He also had sexually explicit pictures on his company-issued cell phone. He then borrowed...
Smoke that crack and get freaked out.
He also borrowed over $10,000...
stole $12,000 from his job. You know he's smoking. You smoking crack?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing something. Go ahead, ma'am.
He also borrowed over $10,000 from 8 employees with the
Oh,
plant.
yeah, you're doing something, sir.
And did not pay everyone back. Of course, this led to an investigation with HR, and ultimately he got let go in July of 2018.
Does he have a gambling habit? Somebody had to hear something. There's a rumor or something.
We would like to know that.
I believe it's gambling habit. You can't smoke up that much crack. You'll bust your heart smoking that. How much money? Loans?
We're at over $22,000.
$22,000 in loans? Sir, you tell me about what's going on.
Well, good afternoon, Your Honor. I would like to say that I met Beth in 2016. She was a director.
So you didn't say that right. You're supposed to say, I know you're supposed to say, hello, Your Honor. My name is Douglas, and I'm an addict. Isn't that how they say it at NA?
Yeah, I guess.
That's how they say it at NA meetings. Go ahead, though. Maybe you're not going to NA. Maybe that's the problem. Go ahead, sir. Tell me what's going on with you.
Yes, I met Beth in 2016. She was a direct report of mine, and we got along famously. She's a wonderful person. One of the things that I noticed about her, Your Honor, not only was she a good employee, but she was a very good friend of mine. And we worked really well together for 2 years. In early last year, 2018, I started to experience some severe financial issues. And to me, they were insurmountable. And
It had something to do with an illness of something in your family?
No.
Was it a vice that you were engaged in that caused that severe hardship?
No, Your Honor, it was not a borrowing money, if you consider that a vice.
But you borrowed for a reason.
Plaintiff Beth Marshall says the defendant was her boss, But he was an HR nightmare because he borrowed $10,000 from various employees and had sexually explicit pictures on his company phone.
If you still have the same job status and the same income, and suddenly you're under drastic financial hardship, something happened. Health reason, maybe you had two incomes, your wife left you, you're blowing your money some way with some kind of vice, or you're too good-hearted, giving it away. Something changed, sir. You know, suddenly you still have the same job, but now you need $22,000. You don't have to tell me, it's a vice. Yeah, I knew you smoking. Go ahead. You don't have to tell me, sir. And so you say she was a good friend. I know she was a good friend. Ma'am, I do believe he regards you as a friend. Everybody else he just straight ripped off. At least he borrowed from you and promised to pay you back. Everybody else, they can forget about it. All right, sir, tell me about the loans from the folks that worked with you.
Yes, Your Honor. During that time that I felt that this financial debt was insurmountable, I did seek loans from colleagues, individuals that I work with, and certainly Beth, who worked for me, so I was her direct report.
Sir, I believe you violated some type of policy, number one. But go ahead, how you gonna shake down your employee? That's what that sounds like to me. You shook down your subordinate. Did he ever give you a veiled threat that don't show back up unless you got that $3,000 with you? All right, go ahead.
Well, it wasn't just, it was 3 weeks after the promissory note came due that the company did find out what I had been doing, and they did terminate me.
All right. And tell me about the loans specifically. He said there's a note that exists. You want to give me that? Yeah, you have him, yeah.
Strip club.
There you go, making it rain. Now you can definitely blow. There you go. You know, see, I'm out of it.
That's what I think.
There you go. See, I'm out of it. I ain't never done no tricking, so. But yeah, you throw the money up or you do it. So he done made it rain a little too often. All right, that's where his money went. So. You have a note saying that you owe $39.50 as she is suing you for, sir. No defense other than you need more time to repay?
I do need more time, Your Honor.
And you don't have a new job?
I do have a new job.
They don't have money laying around? All right, you have anybody working under you? You know what to do. Now, don't play like you don't know what to do. Do all that and get this woman her money back. $3,950. Have a good day. I don't know how you did it. I don't care how you did it. Extort to other employees, steal, credit card fraud, just get a woman her money back. Look at how you do it.
Scotty has been a good friend to me over the years. He was my boss. I do have one question though, and this is from the 7 other employees that he borrowed money from. They would really like to have their money back. He has put them in some predicament situations with their families, and they would wish to be repaid as soon as possible.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that I still consider Beth a friend, and I hope to for a very long time, and I will do my best with the others.
Plaintiff Josh Ryan says when he started dating the defendant, he had no idea she was a recovering heroin addict. Josh is suing his ex-girlfriend for unpaid loans. Defendant Chelsea Rodriguez says if she and Josh were still having sex, they would not be in court right now. Chelsea says she broke up with Josh because he was verbally abusive, and she insists the money from Josh was a gift.
All right, tell me what you want me to know.
Well, one thing I got to tell you about Chelsea is that she is a heroin addict and a user. She used me just like she uses heroin, and you know, I care deeply for her, but you know, she's 10 years younger than me.
She snorts you or shoots you in the needle?
No, she used me, just like
uses heroin, right? That's how
like
you use heroin. You either snort it or you shoot it. Go ahead.
But she's 10 years younger than me when I first met her, so I thought, you know, I'd have this nice little hot thing to run around town with, and sure enough, I fell in love with her and her daughter, and took pretty good care of them, helped them out through whatever they needed. But that's when the heroin thing started coming out, that I found out she was a recovered heroin addict. But I caught her a couple different times.
How did you find that out?
She told me.
Okay.
And I did also hear from her family that she'd been to rehab before and overdosed twice.
Sorry to hear that, but the one good thing I am hearing is that she lets you know. Most people won't. Go ahead.
And then I started noticing track marks in her arms. And she admitted to that one, so I let it slide because I cared about her, so I was going to try to help her through it. Okay. And then in December, there was track marks again. And that one, she made an excuse of she had to have a pregnancy test. And I was wondering, when did they ever take blood out of both arms for a pregnancy test? Usually I always thought they started with urine. But I'm not a doctor, so I don't really know.
Go ahead.
And also, throughout our relationship, we had a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but I'd be getting off work and I'd start getting phone calls from friends at the bar.
I'm sure you had more downs than ups.
There are definitely more downs.
Go ahead.
But I get phone calls from friends that are at the local bar, and they'd call me to come pick her up because she was so drunk she couldn't even stand up. So I'd take her home and take care of her, put her to sleep, or take her to either my house or her house. And while she was so drunk, I'd be the one to take care of her daughter. And also when she was in the bathroom smoking pot and her daughter's crying, pounding on the door to get in because she wanted to see her, I'd be the one taking care of her daughter.
Defendant Chelsea Rodriguez is being sued by her ex-boyfriend, who claims he realized Chelsea was still using heroin when he saw track marks on her arms.
Let me allow her to give some background.
Thank you, Your Honor. At first, before I'd like to address any of those statements, which are mostly false, if Josh and I were having sex right now, I would not be being sued. Just right there, April 24th, he texted me, not only belittling me, but then went on to tell me how much he still cares about me and my daughter. He addressed, he thought I was some hot little thing that he could take around town, and I am not. I'm a woman, I'm a single mother, I take care of my business. Yes, I was a recovering addict, everybody has a past. Do not look down on me if you're not gonna help me out. He basically tried to manipulate me, he tried to control me, demand me. Love is demanding, it's not love.
Let me ask you to do something for me, man. Pull that up so I don't think the same thing.
Go for it. By the way, while I'm pulling it up, you can check my arms for track marks.
Go ahead.
Basically, everything he's saying, he's just bitter about us not being together. He's still in contact all the time.
And when did you all break up?
Definitely not bitter.
Quiet, sir.
We broke up actually more than once, but the last time we broke up was several months ago. He came to my house demanding his gifts back, the gifts he gave me, my necklace,
Why did you all break up?
We broke up because he's extremely verbally abusive. I thought he was older and mature, and instead, every time he gets drunk, he belittles me. He kicked me out of his car at 2 o'clock in the morning in the rain. All the things he's saying about me are not true. He's just trying to belittle me and degrade me on TV, which, shocker. But I am none of those things. Yes, I'm in recovery. I have not done drugs since I was 18. Yes, I've overdosed twice. Everybody has a past. It's what you do from your past.
Right.
And
what are you doing now with yourself?
right now, I take care of my daughter. I'm a bartender. I work as hard as I can. I solely provide for her myself, which is why Josh knew that I did not have the money to give him at the time. We were dating. He said he wanted to take care of my daughter and I.
You haven't told me about that yet. First, I'll start with the breakup, and then you can tell me about the loans. When did you all, and why did you break up?
Just because, I may have been a little verbal abusive to her, but it's because of the fact that she wouldn't answer me when I call her, and she'd show up drunk as a skunk. You don't remember those times I picked you up out of the bar when you couldn't stand up?
Your Honor, that's he said, she said.
It happened last Friday again, too.
You all were together last Friday?
Nope, I heard it from a few other people that she couldn't stand up by noon.
Gossip.
Heard.
Now, let me ask, was there a specific incident? I heard you say she would be drunk and falling over. That sounds like something she used to do. I would be verbally abusive. So there was a specific incident, I'm sure, where you all said, I'm done. You said it or she said it. You said, I'm done. When was that and what happened?
It started in December, and it was, she's a bartender, so I hung out at her bar for the night, and I was drinking beer, having a good time, and she refused to give me a ride home, and the car that she was driving was my car that I loaned her for 6 months.
Why wouldn't she give you a ride in your own car?
Because she just wanted to go home. It's 2 blocks down the street.
Okay, you all didn't live together.
No, not at all.
All right. So what happened to cause the breakup then?
I got a little mad about that. She finally did give me the ride home, and
Honor, may I
3
say
other
something?
people
Quiet,
from...
ma'am, and then you began cursing her, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, and then that was it.
I'll admit to that.
That was it. You all didn't see each other anymore.
We talked the next morning about it, and then that's pretty much the end of it.
All right, let's get to the loans you're suing about. $5,000. When did you loan her this money, and what were the terms of repayment?
It actually comes out to a lot more than $5,000, but that's the max. It comes out to $8,002.
$8,000 you loaned to a heroin addict and thought you were going to get it back. If that's, I'm going by what he says, not necessarily what the truth is, but if you tell me that you loaned $8,000 to a heroin addict and expected to get it back. So let me see your schedule of loans.
I care about her and her daughter a lot, very much, but.
Let's see your dates.
Defendant Chelsea Rodriguez is being sued by her ex-boyfriend, who claims he realized Chelsea was still using heroin when he saw track marks on her arms.
August of 12, $900. Do you know what that was for?
That was a check for her to an attorney for her custody battle.
All right, and the 22nd of August.
22nd was also another $1,000 for the same attorney for her custody battle.
And then you have another one 2 days later for $1,000.
To the same attorney for the custody battle.
And then you have
attorneys make a lot of money.
Yeah, that's what they do.
You're telling me.
November of 12, $3,000. What was that for?
That's when I ran out of cash, so I had to start using that.
So what's
I started using a credit card.
So you started using your credit card
on
for
November
what,
1st was $3,032 for the attorney for custody battle.
I hope you have some proof of all these attorney fees. And December of 12 for $2,000. What was that for?
The same attorney for
all right.
custody battle.
You have some proof of the attorney fees?
Yes,
Not
I have.
Not that it can't add it. Certainly.
I have copies of all the checks I wrote and a credit card statement
and
that
when
shows
was she to repay
the attorney's
you?
name on it. We didn't have a set date to repay. I told her at the beginning to take your time because our relationship was doing pretty good.
Indeed, she has.
Yeah. And I asked her to, at least make me a payment, but she won't give me a dime. Or give me what you have, give me something.
She did give you something. That's why.
Yeah.
And when she stopped, you sued her. Ma'am?
Yes.
Did you borrow this money, accept it as a gift, as a loan? What were the terms of repayment?
Your Honor, Josh and I were together. We were very happy at the time. I am not new to psychotic ex-boyfriends. So yes, I had custody issues. Not only did he pay some of the money for the lawyer, I too put out thousands of dollars for the same lawyer. And he told me, take your time, don't worry about it. I want to take care of you and Peyton. There was never, and all he told me recently was, empty out your bank accounts. I don't care what the hell happens to you or your daughter. I want all my money.
When was that?
This was a few months ago.
When had you all last discussed it or previously discussed it?
The only time it was discussed was when he was upset with me. He knows I'm a single mother and I have not that kind of cash to give him back.
Yes, sir. How did you expect her to repay this?
At least make a payment, $100 a month for the rest of her life.
$100 a month?
Yeah.
All right. When can you pay it? He said the rest of your life, but let's be a little more reasonable.
Your Honor, any money that I have goes to my daughter.
You do intend to pay him?
Do I? No, it was a gift.
It was not a gift.
No, that's not what you said, ma'am.
It was not a gift.
That's not what you did not say it was a gift. That wasn't your defense. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. Have a good day.
I don't ever want to see her again as long as I live. At least I got some of my money back.
Whatever just happened. I feel the same way. I don't want him in my life, which is why I came here. It is what it is.
We recently spoke with plaintiff Josh Ryan, who said after the case he only heard from the defendant Chelsea Rodriguez 1 or 2 times, but they haven't spoken since. Josh said he's working and has a girlfriend, and he heard that Chelsea's doing better, got married and had another child. We were unable to reach Chelsea, so if you're watching, please give us a call.